What's happening, guys? It's Russel Orhii, aka Russwole, aka the Necklace Wonder. Now, for today's video, it's going to be a little bit different. Normally, I vlog and I'll take you guys throughout my day, like what I'm eating, what I'm training, all that stuff. But this video is just going to be me working out while I do a voiceover over a particular topic that I think that is getting a little bit popular here in the fitness community. Now, this is something I normally do not do. I don't like, talking about the drama and the stuff that's going on in the fitness industry just because it doesn't directly involve me. And it's not something that I think about on a daily basis, but I get a lot of people asking me questions. And I think this is a good opportunity to kind of give you guys an insight into how I view things, and whenever something happens, like how do I deal with it, or how do I look at it, and how do I use it to my advantage? Because I think it's very important to realize that a lot of things can be used to your advantage if you use it properly. Now, I'm just going to quickly go over what I'm doing in this video, and also I want to thank you guys that have shown support for the hashtag Team No Neck shirts, and also the restock on the Rise and Grind shirts. If you guys want to snag any of these shirts, you can go to russwole.com. I still have some sizes and some things left, so if you guys want to go over there. Anyways, all right, let's get back to the topic at hand and the title of this video, and that is fake weights in the fitness industry. So I'm going to give a little bit of context to the content that I'm providing. Now, lately there's been this thing and people challenging Bradley Castleberry. If you guys do not know, Bradley Castleberry is a very popular fitness page on Instagram. His main thing is being a power builder in terms of he has a great physique and he lifts a lot of weight. Now, I've been following Bradley Castleberry for a very, very long time, and I don't want to just single out Bradley Castleberry. This is something that people have been pointing out for quite some time with other fitness accounts. They're like, oh, I think this person's using fake weights. There's no way this person's lifting that much, and it looks that, small or whatever. But anyways, there's been a couple people that have challenged Bradley to lift offs, and he has never ever appeared to do any of these things. Like, he's never shown up or anything like that. And also, some people have pointed out there's kind of, I've been watching a lot of Nick's Strength and Power, his channel, and he pointed out that Brad uses some weights that that are not the same weights that the gym has. So basically he's trying to say that he brings in his own weights to these liftings. But anyways, let me go back to I've been following Brad for about a couple of years on Instagram, and I've always found motivation in his lifts. I would see him balling out, lifting these heavy weights, squatting like crazy weight. I'm talking about 700 pounds for reps, and benching 600 pounds for reps and stuff like that. So someone like myself, I'm a pretty naive individual. If I see something, I take it for face value because I'm like, that person would never lie. I don't lie. Why would that person have a reason to lie? So I'm just like, okay, I took motivation from this guy. It motivated me to go inside the gym and smash weights, hit PRs and stuff like that. So there's that perspective of it. I never really thought twice about whether or not this guy was using fake weights or not, because he was so big. I'm like, what's the point? Why would someone go to that lengths to use fake weights? That never even popped into my head. I'm just like, here's a guy, he's super jacked, he's super strong, and he's lifting a lot of weights. That just makes me want to go inside the gym and kill it. But, you have your skeptical people that are skeptical of everything they see on the internet, and that is, where a lot of this is coming from. So let's go into the competitive side and the powerlifting side of this. So Brad likes to talk about how he is breaking world records, and as a powerlifter, we all know that we have our lifts inside of the gym, and then we have our lifts that are in actual competition. So I feel like gym PRs are for the individual, and it's like anyone can hit a gym PR. Gym PRs aren't really that impressive if you're a powerlifter. What's really impressive is what you're able to do in the heat of competition with real weights and judges that are looking for you to kind of looking for any mistakes that you have probably made during the lift. So I like to say that gym PRs are for the individual, and competition weight is for the record books. So it's really interesting that he likes to go on Instagram and talk about how I'm breaking world records and stuff like that. And I just think it's really interesting how in the powerlifting community, we all recognize that what you lift inside the gym basically means nothing. It's just for the gram, just something to post, oh, look at my training, what I'm hitting in my training. But all that really matters is what you go inside the gym to hit. Now I want to talk about, does it truly bother me that we have this person, or we have multiple people on social media that are faking you know, not only fake weights, but just like faking their physiques and stuff like that. And I don't think I've ever really talked about this on my YouTube channel, just because it's something that doesn't really bother me. I mean, it doesn't shake me to my core to where I'm thinking about it daily. I'm like, man, we have all these fake people on the gram doing it, because I just focus on myself. However, for the purpose of this video, I'll be kind of giving my insight, or giving, you know, my feedback for that. But anyways, let's get back to the topic. Does it bother me, and what do I think about it? Once again, like, of course, you don't want to lie to the people and give them like a false reality, a false perception, like this amount of weight is possible with only one spotter and stuff like that. It's like, my whole thing is, I'm more of the mindset of like, did this person provide motivation for me to get better inside the gym? Yes or no? And for me, it's yes, and that's due to my naiveness. I'm looking at it, I'm just like, you know, I didn't know he was using fake weights, or no one knows 100%. These are all speculations. It's mostly coming from the fact that he denied a request from Mark Lobliner to show up at a charity event to lift weights, and to kind of have like a lift off with him, Mike O'Hearn, and Mike. I think it's not Mike Evans, but I don't even think his name is Mike. But this guy that played in the NFL. Yeah, so it's like, I always look at it like he provided motivation for me, and I did not allow myself to get used. I mean, maybe I believed he was using real weights, but it doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, he challenged me to be a better lifter. I looked at his lifts online, and I'm like, man, that's super impressive. I need to get back on my shit and go inside the gym and lift even heavier weights, or try to make sure that I'm on my P's and Q's and I'm not taking days off when I should be working out, to making sure that I'm getting better. And that's the perspective that I want everyone else to kind of look at. Like, yeah, you know, obviously it's bad to lie to people and lie to people that you're lifting this amount of weight when you're not really doing it. But I always believe in looking at things in a positive note. What can you take from the situation? These people are using fake weights, and there's, you know, presenting fake physiques that are not really attainable. But what I challenge others to do is to look at that and be like, okay, you know, maybe this isn't truly real, but I'm going to use this to my advantage. I'm going to use this to push myself. So it's like, you know, it's like the same thing with superheroes. You know it's fake, but Captain America motivates me. Spider-Man motivates me. I'm going to use these people. I'm not going to be used by these people. I'm going to use these people to further my quest to becoming a better lifter, person, and individual in my community. So it's like, once again, guys, I know that these people are using fake weights. I know that their physiques are probably not what they look like in person. However, I'm going to use the presentation of their strength, of their physique, to better myself. So it's like, they think that they're tricking me, but I know, and I'm tricking them, because I'm using their content as means to motivate myself to become a better individual. Whether or not that I'm actually able to attain that strength or said physique is regardless to me, because I'm using them. And that's like, you're useless if you cannot be used. And you don't want to use something. I forgot the term. Honestly, I forgot the term, but it's like, you're useless if you can't be used. And I feel like I have a pretty unique ability to kind of look at all situations, whether it's negative or positive, and use it to my advantage. So once again, my thoughts on, you know, fake weights and people modifying their physiques online. First of all, it's wrong. You know, let's get that out of the way. That's definitely wrong. But I want to stress to people that, like, use it to your advantage. Don't let them use you. Look at them and be like, okay, it's not real. Like comic books and movies and stuff like that. You know it's not real, but I'm allowed to motivate myself to become a better individual inside the gym. That's basically how I look at things. So I just want to give you guys an insight to what I think. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like always, if you guys like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Get better today. I'm out.
New York nigga be like dead ass. LA nigga be like on the dead homies. I was off the porch like FedEx. 211 got bread on me.